Produa in Malaysian society is a company that produced the second automotive product in Malaysia after the Proton company. The company was founded in 1993 and launched their first model, which is the Produa Kancil, a year later. Their first factory is located in Sungai Chor, Serenda, which is in the state of Selangor, with the set area of 80 hectares. Produa primarily produces micro and super mini automobiles, with door models in the same market segment as a Proton. Engines and transmission, for example, are not designed or engineered in-house. The Daihatsu components have long been used in Produa vehicle. They also had a 20% stake in the Produa when it was founded, increasing to 25% in 2001 and then to 35% in 2005. In 2012, product sold over 189 vehicles, a record high for the firm. In Malaysia, it has a market share of 30.2%. It plans to invest 770 million US dollar on a second automotive manufacturing factory during the following 3 years. Right? Produa is expected to be the largest compact car manufacturer in Southeast Asia. As of October 2005, it had produced 1 million vehicles. By July 2008, it is expected to reach 240,000 each year. Purdue has a lot of business success in compared to Proton. The popular Malaysian car maker Purdue Myvi sold 80,327 vehicles in 2006, outselling its closest competitor, the Proton Vira, which sold only 28,886 units. Right, because of the Produa supplies limit in the second quarter, the first state-owned car maker has not been seller in years. You must address the problem. HP Act is a piece of legislation that was many buyers are drawn to the current Proton lineup, particularly the main models Proton Saga and Proton Persona. That's all for the introduction. In general, overview of the automotive industry in Malaysia. Malaysian vehicle industry has sold approximately 500 to 23,000 and has reached a saturation point. With a population of around 30 million people, Malaysia's market is rather tiny. Malaysia, unlike many other Asian countries, is unable to compete in the market. As a result, until 2019, the automotive market rose in the low single digits, with a tiny drop in 2020 due to COVID-19. Malaysia is still ranked 3 in the Asian automobile industry ranking, okay, and this position should be maintained in the following years. In Malaysia, passenger cars are most popular vehicle. They had the greatest market share in 2019 with 353,000 units sold. SUV and MPV account for practically all of the remaining sales with 93% and 30% respectively. The initiation of the primary national car venture, Proton, in 1983 was the Malaysian government introductory endeavour to extend nearby car fabricating. The goal of which was to support the industry uh, to attain economies of scale and to upgrade from merely get together industry or to a fabricating industry with international competitiveness. A primary group of rotor cars were rolled in 1985, alright, and this way the moment additional car venture, Produa, was established in 1993 to create the little cars. To advance improve the vehicle manufacturing sector, Malaysian Transport Truck, which means NTB, was consolidated in 1994, taken after by the incorporation of light vehicle commercial producer in in 1997 and motorcycle producer Modernas in 1995. Right, the heavy industry organization of Malaysia, which was HICOM introduced in 1980, was the custodian of this locally built up gathering business and a few of the component manufacturing business and was mindful of a vital improvement of the industry. In other division towards industrialization, guided by the Malaysian Industry Arrangement which means they will high performance the execution of venture within the domain of an industrialization biological system commonplace to all industrialized countries.
A good day to Madam Zalila Uthman. My name is Aishwarya Anbalagan and my metric number is 289490. I will be continuing the part 3.0, which is Malaysia's automotive industry policy. Starting with 3.1, which is National Automotive Policy, there are a total of 4 NAPs in Malaysia. And 3.1.1 discusses National Automotive Policy of 2006. Along with NAP 2006, the IMP, which is the Industrial Master Plan, was also designated to build a national automobile. And as an upgrade, IMP 2 was created. And IMP 2 positioned the industry as a policy driven industry in Malaysia. They eventually came up with the term NAP in October of 2005. The goals of NAP 2006 was to promoting a competitive and viable domestic automobile industry, particularly among national automakers, promoting Malaysia as a regional automotive powerhouse with a focus on specialized industries, increasing domestic skills and encouraging a level of economic value added that can be sustained, increasing the number of exports of competitive automobiles, parts and components on worldwide market, promoting Bumiputra engagement in the automobile sector that is competitive and diverse, and also as well as safeguarding consumers' interests. 3.1.2 discusses the next NAP in line, which is NAP 2009. This was done in order to make a better use of NAP. The core premise of the NAP review is people first. The NAP 2009 had several objectives: ensuring the automotive industry's long-term competitiveness and capabilities, creating an environment conducive to fresh investments and expansion of opportunities, partnerships to help national vehicle makers to compete more effectively, promoting the advancement of cutting-edge technology, and also developing specialty manufacturing with a high level of added value. This NAP also featured the development of hybrid and electric automobiles in order to meet the contemporary environmental concerns. It emphasized that the strategic ties with international corporations were necessary in order for the survival of the national vehicle makers. There were also several policies introduced to achieve the above mentioned goals. The policies included manufacturing license, tax and duties, technology, soft loans, grants, and many more. MITI and the Malaysian Automotive Institute released NAP 2014 in January of 2014. The key objectives of NAP 2014 are as follows: development of a competitive automobile industry in the region, making Malaysia a regional center for EEVs, increased value-added capabilities at a local level, boost car and component exports, increased competitiveness of the Bumiputra firms in the car sector and also the aftermarket, enhancement of consumer benefit through the provision of safe, high-quality products at a competitive rate. They also strategized three main ideas, which is human capital development, supply chain development, and also safety, security, and the environment. They also had three main directions, which is investment, technology and engineering, and also market expansion. Last but not least, at 3.1.4, there is NAP 2019, which is the latest national automotive policy. Ministry of International Trade and Industry in June 2010 is now in charge of drafting an automobile industry policy. NAP 2019 will be broken into three phases and according to many reports will last through 2030. During the first phase, which runs from 2023 to 2024, The primary policies will be a continuation of NAP 2014, such as EEV production and also the development of automotive batteries, management system, and also charging stations. The second and third phases will focus on technological breakthroughs such as 5G, next generation cars, and also mobility as a service. Moving to 3.2, which is industrialization policy. The IMP defined automotive industry into domestic market oriented, dividing the manufacturing industries into export oriented and also domestic market oriented sectors. They also had an idea that having a national car would improve the country's image. In the IMP, Proton was supposed to help the Bumiputra vendors. The distinctive feature of IMP2 was its emphasis on developing a cluster based industry. The automotive industry was heavily influenced by the government's policies, and it was a top priority for the government. The IMP2 provided future direction for the automotive industry, including strengthening the R&D capabilities, manpower development, and also international expansion. IMP2 provided the necessary assistance for developing a high quality, high value added technology in order to become more effective. Furthermore, NAPs were also applied to every policies related to the automotive industry. They've also stated that IMP3's main focus is going to be on international competitiveness.
Okay, my name is Noidina Akila binti Muhammad Zaidi. My matric number is 288025. In this slide, I will talk about Produa. So, introduction of the Produa is in 1957, the Malaysian economy underwent a very significant structural change after achieving independence that year. The automobile industry was created in the 1960s. As we all know, the automobile industry is an important part of economic development and is closely linked to the manufacturing and services sectors in Malaysia. The automobile industry began with the importation of vehicles, which later expanded to assembly operations as well as the development of the automotive component industry. Among them is the establishment of the National Car Project, Produa in 1993, acting as a catalyst for the development of the automobile industry sector in Malaysia. Okay, next. Products, models, sales, domestic and export, revenue, inputs local or imported, production and cost pricing strategy, marketing, vendor, research and development. Okay. Produa started operations in 1994 and introduced the Produa Kancil as the first car in the Malaysian market in August. Among Produa's products are Produa Kancil, Produa Rusa, Produa Kembara, Produa Kenari, Produa Kelisa, Produa Myvi, Produa Viva, Produa Nautica 4WD, Produa Alza, and Produa Azia. In March 2015, Produa sold 2.5 million units of vehicles of various models. In the international market, the Produa company has exported their products to Brunei, Sri Lanka, Egypt, Nigeria, Nepal, United Kingdom, Singapore, Fiji, and several other countries in small quantities by local traders. Produa company has also successfully sold more than 189,000 units of vehicles and the company has the highest sales record in Malaysia. Okay, next. The Produa company has 180 sales and 170 service vendors nationwide. Produa products, as we know, them are very efficient, reasonable, and affordable. Produa has used a variety of different pricing strategies to recover development costs in order to produce models and vehicles with new styles and shapes with hybrid engines using skimming, based on value and price segmentation strategy. By going through this pricing strategy, Produa is very smart to play with the price to ensure that their customers' demands are always met and the sales proceeds of their products have been increased from year to year. So based on this situation, it can also help the Product company to become one of the most successful brands as the second automobile car manufacturer in Malaysia. Then, on 16 April 2019, Product Vendors Club became known as Product Suppliers Association. Research and development activities are fundamental to every real car company. In the case of the Product company, the company's facility research and development activities have done more than just shaping and engineering affordable cars for the public. It can also help them to create, invent new ideas and develop real local, real local capabilities for Malaysians. Based on basic research and analysis on advanced technology development, their research and development activities have grown from a medium unit to a large unit capable of integrating all types of development phases and progress towards cost optimization and human development improvement in local way. Due to the research and development activities of the Product company, Product has also helped build more than 120 suppliers, some of which are listed on the Malaysian Bourse. The Product company also not only builds cars, it also helps build the Malaysian economy through localization. For now, all Product models or products are manufactured with over 90% of local spare parts, which means that Product has also created or added employment opportunities for all locals and is actively involved in technology transfer through their partner Daihatsu.
Hi and Assalamualaikum madam. My name is Mirzan Akmal bin Ghazali. My metric number 289871. Today, the first thing I will talk is about factor affecting the demand for product car. As we know, national automobiles come in a various brand, model and design. The 3S approach has applied to their business, service, spare part and sales. The expansion of the automobile sector will have an impact on the economy. The car sector continued fascination is likely due to its status as a metaphor for broader societal problems. As a result, car dealers employ the marketing mix, commonly known as the 4P, which includes product, place, promotion, and pricing. I will explain more detail about the factor that affecting the demand of the product car. First, we have product. Management should choose the element of the primary product, whether commodities or service, and they should pay close attention to every part of service delivery that can add value to client. Domestic automobile comes in various type, manufacture and style. For example, Perdana variant are far more opulent than the Product Kancil, which is smaller and ideally suitable for residential purpose. Automobiles are now required not only to meet basic needs but also to represent one's status. As a result, the automobile sector must develop and manufacture various vehicles, including economy and luxury vehicles for various parts. Secondly, we have price. Price is a targeting costing is the price process that aim companies to avoid selling low margin items that do not create reasonable rates of return. It does not matter how good a car it is, will not sell unless the pricing is affordable to buyer. It will not simply imply being less expensive than rival. Management must decide optimal sales price of a new car before it release and evaluate. Thirdly, we have promotion. As we know, promotion have an advertising is an effective means of informing and persuading people. An advertising good is a specific communication activity that car manufacturer must complete with a specific target audience within a particular time frame. Car manufacturer can define the fundamental purpose of advertising as the either informing, persuading, or reminding. Like most of us know, most people rely on newspaper, journal, television, catalog, and other form of media. Nazakia, for example, use newspaper, journal, and brochure for advertising and marketing its car model. Promotion will have an impact on a brand and product demand. Lastly is a place. Every sale is a critical ability to encourage customer to purchase commodities. Consumer will be directed to the business if the location is easily accessible. Product Group, for example, should have a represent in a Malaysia cities but not in Kuching. As a result, client may buy the car straight from the manufacturer and located near. Today, technology is improving, making it easier for customer to get info from everywhere. When they wish to buy a car, they can negotiate with automotive seller over the network without meeting in person. I would like now to tell about factors affecting the supply of product car. As shown in table 1.2, Proton and Produa car continue to be highly popular. Malaysia automobile sector had advanced significantly in 2001. However, since 2002, revenue have continued to shrink and the company market share has shrunk. Proton resurrected plans in 2004 to buy a production facilities in Indonesia and enhance trade opportunity within the area and well beyond. The problem with APS or authorized permission is that buying imported vehicle, which has been dominating the attention in the country, has recently played vital role in the local automobiles manufacturing industry. Established APS was more than 2 decades ago to ensure that buying imported vehicle was significantly more expensive than those made by local automakers such as Proton and Produa. The Federal Automobile Initiative visually bar importing completed car while providing favorable tax treatment, enhancing management performance and effectiveness through fabrication and enhancing community composition by subsidizing domestic component manufacturing. As a result, it will be dominated by the national automobile in the local market. Tax credit and cash incentive for those buying their first new federal car has been discontinued for the past 2 years, harming consumer need for local car as the appeal has faded. Nonetheless, it is simply one of the factors influencing the regional retail sector. Right now, I will tell about competition with other car manufacturers. Produa Corporate headquartered in Sungai Choh, Rawang is a private limited company dedicated to providing Malaysia with complete mobility through practical and high value products and services that are delivered with the greatest of care. As a result, the competitive market is enormous. Produa competition includes Honda, Nissan Motor, Toyota, and many other firms that offer a similar variety of products. Recently, a poll of the world leading mind was conducted. When do you think about cars, what brand comes to mind? Produa was the top on one among the 15 brand best-selling car in the 2021. Produa also considered competing with Proton in investment. However, the company efforts are now directed toward production, marketing, and sales. On the other hand, Proton has recently expanded its product by releasing new design that can attract customers such as Proton X50 and Proton X70. Proton has no direct monetary competition with Produa since it has professional collaborator Mitsubishi Motor who can provide technological capabilities to expedite Proton progress to become an automobile manufacturer. In conclusion, while Produa has a passion for innovation, high quality, and a diversified line of products, and they compete in one of the largest and most competitive markets, Perodua has a great opportunity to sell its product in a number of rising markets throughout the world.
Last but not least, we are at the conclusion of this whole study. To summarize, Perodua is a second automotive product in Malaysia after Proton. And Perodua is also known for their famous slogan, which is building cars, people's first. They've also known for always providing premium quality vehicles to their consumers. Even though they've gone through so many challenges, it didn't stop them from being the best. The 3S approach, which is strategy, source, and setting, has been applied to all of their services, spare parts, and also sales. In a nutshell, we hope that Perodua sticks to its future direction and creates a sustainable and robust automotive system.